So hello guys, let's continue again. Let's understand file position methods in Python. Using that we can find and set the current position of the cursor. That is, we can move our file handle or the file object. To find the current location of the cursor we will use the tell method, and to set the location of the cursor we will use the seek method. Let's understand the tell method. Python provides a built-in method tell to get the current location of the cursor. It will work on any file irrespective of the mode. So why would we like to get the current location of the cursor? The answer is very simple, because if we know the location of the cursor then we can add or remove data effectively from the file. Maybe our cursor is located at the start of the file, end of the file, or anywhere in that file. So as soon as we call the tell method on the file object, it returns an integer based output which shows the number of bytes from the starting point to the point where our cursor is currently located. Now let's see the syntax of tell method. We can call the tell method on the file object, and the file object is the same that we have got from the open function. We know that tell method returns an integer based output, so to store that we should assign it to a variable. A very small example, if I call this on some file object, then it returns 20, which means that the cursor is 20 bytes away from the starting position. Now let's understand the seek method. Python provides a built-in method seek to change the location of cursor. Using this method we can actually move our cursor, we can actually change the location of the file handle. On our wish we can take it to the start of the file or to the end of the file or to a specific location in the file. Seek method will work on any file irrespective of the file mode. Now let's see the syntax of seek method. The seek method will be called on the file object and it is used to change the position of the file handle. It takes two parameters, namely offset and from what. Offset is the number of positions from which we would like to move forward. It changes the file position based on the reference we have set. By default, it will change the position from the starting point. The reference is basically the forward parameter. Now let's understand about the forward parameter. It actually defines the point of reference. It can have only three values, that is 0, 1 and 2. 0 will set the reference point as the beginning of the file. 1 will set the reference point as the current location and 2 will set the reference point as the end of the file. We have to keep in mind that while using this parameter, the offset should be kept 0 while in text mode. So we can have 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 2. Seek 10 means to move 10 positions forward from the starting location, and by default the second parameter is 0. It can have only positive values in the text mode, but it can also have negative values in the binary mode. Now let's have a hands-on practical. So first of all, start the Python REPL by giving the command python. First off, let's open a file using the open function in reading mode. Once the file is open, we will be using the file object with the tell method to check what is the initial location of the file cursor or handle. So here we can see that it has returned 0, which means that the cursor is at the beginning of the file. Now let's read the file using the read method, and after that we will again call the tell method to check if the cursor has moved or not. So here I am calling the tell method again, and we can see it returns 38, which means that now the cursor is 38 bytes away from the starting position of the file. If I again call the read method on the same file, it will return empty quotes. This is because the cursor was already at the end of the file and it does not have anything to read, and the read method will always read from the location where our cursor is located. Now let's use the seek method to set the reference location of the cursor to the beginning of the file. So for that we will be calling seek 0, 0. We know that while we are setting reference, the offset should be 0, and 0 reference means to put the cursor at the beginning of the file. So if I again call the read method on the same file, then it will read the data from the file, because this time the cursor is located at the beginning of the file. Now let's try to set the reference of the cursor at the end of the file using the seek method. So for that we will be doing file object.seek 0, 2. So 2 means put the cursor at the end of the file. And we know that while setting the reference we should always keep the offset as 0. So here we can see that it returns 38 bytes, which means that cursor has moved to the end of the file, and now the cursor is 38 bytes away from the starting point. Now if I again try to read from the file, then it will again return empty codes because we are at the end of the file. Now let's try to move the file object away from 10 locations from the starting point. So for that we will be using seek10, and after that if we use file object.tell, then it will show the output as 10 bytes, which means the cursor is located at 10 bytes away from the starting point. So we can also see the output of the read method. It is reading from the between of the file. If we use seek0 with the file object, then it will again bring the file object to the starting location of the file. Now if we again call the tell method, then it will also show that the cursor is at the beginning of the file. We can also use the read method here and we will get the full output from the file. So now we are done with this file, so let's close it using the close method. Now again I will be opening another file, but this time in R+ mode, which means to read and write at the same time. In this mode we can perform both read and write functions, so because of that we don't have to close the file and change the mode again and again. We have opened the file in the R+ mode, and if I call the tell method on it, it will show that the cursor is at the beginning of the file. Now let's read the data of the file using the read method, so it will show the data inside the file. After reading, if I again call the read method, then it will obviously give us the empty codes because the position of the cursor is at the end of the file. Now let's again call the tell method and see what is the location of the cursor. So for that I will be writing fo2.tell, and it will show that the cursor is 39 bytes away from the starting location. Now let's directly try to write data on the file using the write method on the file object without closing the file or changing the mode. So here I am calling the fo2.write, and I will be giving some data inside that. Once I have given the data, after that as soon as I hit enter, it will write the data. It returns 35, which means that I have written 35 bytes of data. So to check how many bytes we are away from the starting position, we will be calling the tell method here. If I try to again read data from the file using the read method, it will give empty codes because the file handle is at the end of the file, or the cursor is at the end of the file and nothing to read from there. So for reading the data from the file, again we will use the seek method seek0,0, which will set the cursor at the beginning of the file, and after that we can use the read function and it will show the data inside the file. So we have now performed all the operations on the file, so we should now close it using the close method. That's all for today. My new video will be uploaded soon. Thank you.